That's right. Crazy ass beer hoarding DJs at it again. Look at this big ass box of loveliness, liquid deliciousness that we've got in front of us. And who's this big ass box of brew from? None other than the Johnny G of Crafty Beer Reviews. That's right. Who knows what we got inside of this box? I know what we got inside of this box. Hell yes. So, we're going to get this thing opened up, get the beers unpacked out of their little cocoons of happiness, and show you what we got. I'll be back in a flash. Alright guys, I'm back. I've cleared the decks. I got my box rod and shotgun full of liquid joy, and we're going to present to you a really cool beer mail today. It's going to be sort of like a north-south kind of beer mail, sort of like Maryland is. A little bit of mix of north and a little bit of mix of south. And what do you get? Well, I don't really know, but that's another story. Anyways, in this beer mail, we got a bunch of brews from Ohio and a bunch of brews from the Carolinas, because Johnny travels in between the two of them. And that's what beer geeks do, man. We band together, we hook up, and we get beers that each other cannot access. That's just freaking awesome. We love that shit. Anyways, enough flapping my gums. Let's see what's in the box. Alright, first up, out of Asheville, North Carolina, we got Green Man Brewing's IPA. And these guys have an awesome crown on the top of their beers. They haven't been bottling their brews that long. I've heard good things about this IPA. It's supposed to be pretty good, but you never know till you get into IPAs, right? There's a lot of opinions and a lot of polarization in IPA land. I first heard about Green Man Brewing on Drinking Made Easy when they went to the bar, and they seem to be geeking out of it. And if they've been around since '97, they must be doing something right. So, next up, we got another IPA, and what do we have? We got one from Hopping Frog, and we got their Gangsta Frog IPA. That's right, we're getting gangsta with this one. And I've seen Kevin at Clement's Homebrew review this and geek out, and he's really tough on hoppy beers. And I've seen Johnny review it, and he was geeking out, and he's tough on hoppy beers as well. So I'm really psyched to be drinking that one. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get it. I'm not going to chug it like Johnny did for Paul at PA Brew News' anniversary chug challenge, but I will drink it. Next up, what do we got? Oh, guys, this is an ultimate hookup. 12-day-old, 3 Floyds Brewing, Alpha King American Pale Ale. I've heard really awesome things about this. I'm going to drink this one up really fast. Why? Because like I said, it's 12 days old. There ain't no way I'm getting this 12 days old again. No way. Just awesome that Johnny got this for me. Thanks a lot, man. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, next up, another one from Green Man Brewing, and we have their porter. This is a robust porter, and I like robust porter. So I asked him, hey, can you get me one of these? He did. Awesome. We'll see how that one tastes. So, next, let's see. Ah, yes, we have an extra that Johnny sent me. Extras are awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate this. This is one of my favorite Russian Imperial Stouts, non-barrel aged, and that's Founder's Russian Imperial Stout. You saw Johnny and I, my drinking mate Johnny, that is, review this one in our stout ladder back in the, I guess, end of winter kind of thing, and we both really enjoyed this beer. And this is an aged one. This is one back from January. And now this is probably drinking really awesome, because this is one of those beers that really comes together when you put some cellar time on it. At Founders, they say don't cellar it, but you know what? You bought the beer, you can do what you want with it, can't you? Anyways, awesome, man. Thanks, man. I'm loving that. Okay, now, another big stout coming out the box. We've got from Old Hickory. We've got their Imperial Stout. Now, this is a Russian Imperial Stout, 10% ABV, and you can see it's vintage dated right on the front. Got the industrial kind of really tough wax like Shirley uses, with a bit of Old Hickory embossing up at the top. Sounds awesome, and they brewed this one with a honey addition as well, so that'll be cool to see what the honey added into the Imperial Stout does to the whole flavor profile and everything. So, next up, here's another one from our buddies at Hoppin' Frog. Now, this is a pumpkin beer. You guys know I've had some dubious times with pumpkin beers. I've loved them, I've hated them, and this is the, let's see, barrel-aged Frog's Hollow Double Pumpkin Beer. So, it's an 8.5% ABV beer. They make a regular version of this that they put into bourbon barrel ages and age. So, I haven't had a bad bourbon barrel aged pumpkin beer yet, so I've got good hopes for this one, that this will come out yummy as well. So, next up, here's a brewery that I've never tried before. It's Aviator Brewing. I believe they're out of North Carolina. And this is their oatmeal stout, their Black Mamba, that's been aged in bourbon barrels. So they make a regular version of this. This is a bourbon barrel aged version that I've heard really, really good things about. A lot of praise going to this beer. So, And it's not super high alcohol by volume either. I think that's like a 6.5 or 6.8%er. So it's going to be probably like that Anderson Valley stout maybe I had, the Barney Flats, or their Wild Turkey barrel-aged Anderson Valley, which is Barney Flats, so they put into a bourbon barrel. So I'm really interested to see how this beer compares to that one. So next up, we've got an Imperial Brown Ale that's aged in bourbon barrels, and it's a beer from Old Hickory Brewing, which is called Daniel Boone. You see they like to put photos on the front of their labels. And this one, like I said, is an Imperial Brown 8.5% ABV that's been aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels. Alright, next up, we got more barrel-aged beer. Do we see a trend? Something that DJ may like? Barrel-aged beer? This beer is from Foothills Brewing. As you know, I was geeking out on the Scene Double IPA that Brad Puka NC sent me. Shout out to you, Brad. Yay, yay. A while back that I reviewed, and I was really liking that one. And this is their People's Porter barrel-aged porter. And it's an American porter they put in Kentucky bourbon barrels. And it's, let's see, on the back here it says 5.8% ABV and 42 IBUs. I don't know how it is, but I do like sessionable barrel-aged beers. I think that's a trend you're going to see more. We're seeing more of them here, just sitting out on the table here, and I think it's something that is going to become more popular because maybe you don't want to drink a 12%er every night that's been barrel-aged just to have a barrel-aged beer and get all destroyed. Maybe you want this. You know, I can handle this whole bomber by myself without a problem. Anyways, last but not least, we got a 12-ounce bottle. This is a special 12-ounce bottle. Why? This is from Thirsty Dog. It's their Wolver, which is their barrel-aged wee heavy or Scotch ale. And this particular beer is 22 IBUs and 12% ABV. And it was designed specifically to be barrel-aged, which I think is something that more breweries should do. If they're going to put a beer in the bottle, design that base beer to go in the barrel and withstand the rigors of the barrel, because it's a tough environment on a beer. It cuts the viscosity down, starts changing the taste, etc. So, as you can see, I've got a lot more beer for my beer hoard. And if you could do me a favor by thinking globally and drinking locally and supporting the craft beer movement, that would be really awesome, because that means more beer breweries would open and I can do more beer trades and collect more beers and hoard more. I mean, yes, we can maybe do more beer mails in the future so we can seriously review more craft beers. Anyways, guys, thanks a million for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next DJs BrewTube and more beer hoard collecting, damn, that's a big peace out.